now joined with Jean Neuhart from Weddings from the Heart.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit as far as starting planning for a wedding. What should couples be doing?
Okay. Well, first of all, when couples get engaged, the first impulse they want to do is start going out and buying and getting and things and just start. Well, I just want to jump right into it. The best thing they should do is just stop, enjoy that engagement period, even if it's just for a couple weeks. Just revel in the romance and just the happiness and show off the ring. Then, once they want to start finally getting into the actual planning, again, just stop and just look through magazines, pull up pictures of that really appeals to them, go on websites, just get ideas, and then sit down just the two of them and decide, what do we really want out of our wedding day? Do we want big, small, in a church, non-religious, indoors, outdoors? Just determine between the two of them, what do they really want? There's going to be things that they agree on, things that they don't. But then again, marriage is about compromise and communication, and it's just a perfect place to start right from the start, is that compromise and communication to have the day they really want.
Now, how should a couple prepare a budget? Because a lot of times couples, they don't really think about a budget.
They don't. It's money's the thing they don't like to think about because it's not romantic and not fun, but it's very important. Otherwise, they're going to end up spending more than they really wanted to or possibly were able to. The best thing they need to do is to first sit down and decide, how much can we comfortably take from savings and put towards our budget? How much can we comfortably take out of our paychecks each week direct only for the wedding? Are mom and dad going to contribute to the wedding? If so, how much? Know how much they have to spend. If they choose to put things on a credit card, how much comfortably do we want to put on each month so we can not end up with years of debt afterwards? Once they know how much they can spend altogether, then they can kind of determine between the different categories within a wedding, where can we allocate this? And to do that, I always recommend to them, just make a list of all the things that go into a wedding. Your dress, your cake, food, music, it's probably 14, 15 different things at least. And rank them, most important to least important. That way, when it comes time to spending, they know what areas to really concentrate on that's most important to them. And then the areas that aren't quite as important, maybe they don't have to concentrate quite as much, or maybe if it's really not that important, not have it at all.
Now, how can they keep their costs down? What would you recommend?
I always recommend one of the best ways to keep the cost from skyrocketing is to limit how many people you are inviting. How many people are you going to have at your wedding? Put a cap on that number and do not go over that. It's very easy to think of, oh, I forgot to invite so-and-so. Oh, they're starting to date somebody else. We've got to invite oh, I just met this person. I've got to invite them. The more people that come to the wedding, the more costs they're going to accumulate between not just the food and beverage, but in linens and decor, maybe more chairs, centerpieces, everything. That is one area that is really going to directly affect the bottom line.
What kind of services can a wedding planner provide on the day of the wedding, or even planning months before?
A wedding planner can provide a variety of services, from all or nothing, not all or nothing, but everything to just bits and pieces. I have had couples where literally just got engaged, and I've been with them through the whole process to after the reception. And other couples prefer to do the planning themselves, but come the week of the wedding, they don't want to deal with the details. They just want to show up and enjoy themselves. And
now, do you have some advice on maybe using some checklists or some online websites that they might find helpful?
Definitely. Wedding Wire definitely has wonderful ideas, checklists, does real weddings, not real weddings, realsimple.com. Brides.com has a wonderful photo galleries. Green Bride Guide is a wonderful website for ideas for couples who are more ecologically minded, and it gives great tips for different areas of the wedding. They can pick and choose, what areas that they would want to maybe go a little more green for their wedding. There are wedding blogs like 100 Layer Cake, Style Me Pretty, and of course there's Pinterest, which is wonderful for all kinds of different ideas.
Now, what would you say is your most important piece of advice that you give a couple?
Okay. The two most important pieces of advice is, first of all, it's your wedding. It's the couple's wedding. It is not mom's, it is not best friends, it is not sisters, it's not brothers. It is your wedding. Decisions are yours. The wedding is yours. Your friends and family, they're going to give you advice. They're going to want to. They want to enjoy and be part of your wonderful day. But bottom line, do what you want to do for your wedding. And the most important piece of advice is never ever forget why you are having a wedding. Your wedding is the first day of your marriage. The marriage is the important part. The wedding day is only one day. The important part is you are spending the rest of your life with this person, and never lose sight of that. Go on dates. Don't talk about weddings. Just go on a date. Enjoy each other's company during the wedding planning process, and even after the wedding.
Well, thank you so much, Jean, for coming on today.